Hey, it's another day, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Today, we're going to work on 31. I know my buddy's been anxious. It's been a little while with all the stuff I've had going on to get to it. So what I'm going to do today is, he got some tail lights. These are the tail lights he wanted, so you can see them. So we're going to measure this out. These are LEDs. We're going to measure them out, and we're going to put one there and one there. So I'm going to measure them out, center them out, get those mounted. I got a little bit of final fitment to do to the fender in here on both sides, and I need to get all my holes drilled for the bolts, and then I can get that mounted up and finished. And then I'm going to take the fenders off, clean them up. We'll get them outside, clean them up, sand them. He wants the inner side of the fenders undercoated, so I'll undercoat those, and then I'm going to prime them to match the rest of the car. And while the fenders are off, I'm going to work on getting the brakes finalized. I'll need to take the floor pan out that I had put in and cut a hole in it for the master cylinder. I got to get the brake rod in, put the pads in, that kind of stuff, and I want to get the brakes done and working so that I can put everything back on after I get it all primed and everything. So I don't know how much I'm gonna get done today, but for sure I'm gonna do the tail pan. I'm gonna get the fenders off, and I'll try and get them at least undercoated on today if I can, and or on this video anyway. So hope you enjoy it. Stick around, and we'll get on it. Alright, I'll take my straight edge, line it up with this body line right here, and I marked it here. And mark it right here. And then that gives me, I didn't want to measure off of this curve over here. I wanted something, and I kind of want to keep it centered, the light centered in between this body line and that body line, and then the license plate area. So when you measure it out, that's 11 and like 11 and an 8. So take that, and I'm gonna half that. So half of 11 is 5 and a half, and an 8 would be a 16. So 5 and a half is 16. Let me mark that. Let me mark this side. So 5 and a half. That gives me the middle in between the lights. So then I got the rubber isolators. Okay, let me split the difference now between the top and the bottom. So I take that. That's 5 3/4. So half of 5 3/4 is what? 2 1/2 is 5. I don't know. I'm not mathing very well. Is that 5 3/4? Yeah, it's 5 3/4. So 2 1/2 is 5. And then quarter would be a half. Oh, wait, where's my 2 1/2? There's my 2 1/2 right there. A quarter would be 5 1/2. 8. So right there, so that's, what's that, 2 7/8? Is that right? 2 7/8. That looks like the middle. So I got the seam over here. 2 7/8 is right there. Alright. So let's take that measurement. That right there. Use my knee. Line right through there. Ah. My knee's in the way. Line right through there. Draw another, do it this way, draw another line. Again. Middle right there. There. Draw a line on that. There. Draw a line there. Alright. Then I need to take these, put them right on the center line, like that.
like 5/8 of an inch on both sides. 5/8. Center of the holes. Mark that one. And then I'm gonna back up and check it with the micrometer. See if it looks okay. 5/8. 5/8. That was a pretty good shot with the micrometer right there. Damn, can't believe I did that again. Our micrometer's working pretty good today. And no, I did not come up with the phrase micrometer, but I can't remember who did, or I would tell you. I think maybe it might have been Puddin' in Puddin's Fab Shop. Oh, maybe it was Ian Roussel. I think that's who it was Ian Roussel. Okay. I don't know if any of y'all have watched Ian Roussel. Used to have Full Custom Garage on TV. Now he's got Full Custom Ian, I think, on YouTube. Since you know, Motor Trend canceled all the good shows. I think that's looking okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a piece of tape and I'm gonna tape these up there, and then I'm gonna back up and take a look and see if it looks right or not. So stand by. All right, see if I can get these lined up back into position here. That one over there is not in position. See that from here? What was I doing there? Had that completely out of whack. What I was doing? Put these on there, and we'll back up and look at it. Make sure it doesn't just look completely cockeyed or off, anything like that. Hopefully. Hopefully those will look right. Before I drill a hole to mount them. All right. Now we all back up and take a look. I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. Backing up though, this one over here. A little bit. Right there. Come on. Get you. How about that? That look okay? And these will fit. You know, I got to looking at these. We bought a Speedway. They have no screws on the back. Why would they not say the screws that go in the back? That don't make no sense. So I gotta see if I got screws to even mount this. That looks like a 1024 maybe. I don't know if I got any screws to even mount that. Well, ain't that wonderful? Oh, ain't none in the box. Okay, well, this is what we're gonna do next. I gotta go get the drill. I'll go get my punch and mark my holes for or mark the points where I need to drill. And I'm gonna drill those out. And when I go get my punch to do that, I'm gonna go see if I got any screws or not. If I don't have any screws, that means I got to go get some, and unfortunately, today, I'm not gonna have time to go do that. Alright, well, stand by. Okay. My buddy Mark, who owns this, you need to go buy a lotto ticket. Because I had 8. And that's what you needed. 8 screws to fit these that are stainless with an Allen head. So go buy you a lotto ticket, because you're lucky I had these. I didn't think I'd have them. And why I got them or where I got them from, there's no telling. So, alright. Let's mark these. Burr in the back. what they're gonna look like. Thing. Oh, I guess it'd help if I drilled a bigger hole to put the wires through. Let me figure that out. Dummy. It'd been nice if I'd have done that when I had them taped up here, huh? That's just me. That's what happened. But that's an easy fix. Alright. Now I'm gonna start it with this, and then I'll go get the, what they call it, the Christmas tree bit. Make that hole a little bit bigger. Let me go see if I got some grommets that'll fit in there. So stand by. Let's see. We'll drill a little bit. My bit's not real sharp. Let's see what I got here. Yeah. I have to be bigger than that, isn't it? Gotta have something. I got 4. Still have to be bigger for that one too. Get that in there maybe. That'd be awful tight for the wires. Can I get them 3 wires through there? Oh yeah, I could get them 3 wires through there like that. Let's see. Clean that up a little bit. Got some little Sharpie things there. I think that might work. It should in there. Yeah. Let me get something to clean that up. Let's see how this can fit in here. Oh yeah. That'll work. Or will it? Will it work or will it not? Hey, I think that's gonna work out. Let's set that right there. Maybe that'll stay. That one. Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket. Make sure we had those little grommets in there so it doesn't rub through any of those wires. That would not be good. put these on. And then I gotta take them off. Because I gotta sand this and prime it to match. That's the ticket right there. Tie it around there. Right. Grab my light. So I can get under here and see. That's about right. I didn't check my screws. I thought the drill bits would be, oh, gotta pull them off. Oh. Drill my holes out just a little bit bigger. Didn't drill them out big enough. That's about right, isn't it? Trying to get some close tolerances and all that good stuff. Did not check. That's not good. See what I'm talking about? Won't go through. Won't go through. Let me go get a bigger bit. Stand by. Alright, let's try this. I think maybe somebody out there might be having a drink because guess what's fixing to run out. It didn't run out before I got done. Alright. One more time. See if we can get them mounted in there. Make sure screws go through. While I'm under there, I need to mark the holes to mount the end of the body. So let me make sure I got something to do that with. All right, let's try this again. Mark these holes real quick. Got the marks. Mark where I got the trim off this pin. All right.
good under here. Lights right there. Let's see. Okay, let's step back. Take a look. All right. I think they look okay. I hope Mark likes them. That's the main thing. So Mark, I hope you like them. If you don't, well, that sucks for you. Just saying. All right. Now what I'm going to do is unclamp this thing from underneath, take it down, drill my 4 mount holes in the top, and I got to trim a little excess off the side. And I'm going to do that real quick, and it'll be ready for me to take apart, sand up, and prime to match. So that's what we're gonna do. So stand by just a minute. All right, let's see. Got it all marked. Got another one over here. So drop this thing out. Find my marks. There's one right there. One right there. Set this down right here, drill those out. First. Another one that I missed one. Oh, I did miss one. Right there. I'll have to mark it and drill it. Yeah. Guess I missed it. Good. Missed one right here. I think they're symmetric. Let's see if they are or not. Let me see. Just the hole. I hate missing the hole. I didn't miss it. I just didn't see it. Oh no, I'm on the wrong end. On the wrong end. See about drilling these out. All of them. Not missing any. Okay. Get a bigger bit. A couple of bolts. Alright, let's see. Make sure. There's my hole. Goes in there, all right. Drill these out. Okay.
I need to go trim this edge off. There's some excess, so I'm gonna go trim this edge off real quick, and I'll be right back. So stand by. Well, as usual, I forgot to get this thing to start recording. So I mounted it. It's mounted. And I said all this already, so I'm just repeating what I said while the camera was not going. Got this mounted. It's got just a touch of flex in it at the bottom, but I left enough meat in here, and when I get the fenders mounted on, I'm gonna bolt that together, and then that'll get rid of any of that flex that's there. So this is done. Next up, I'm probably gonna pull this back off, pull the fenders off, front fenders, rear fenders, get them ready to undercoat and prime to match the rest of the body, all of this. So that's where I'm headed next. So stick with me, and we'll see if I can forget to turn the camera on again or something. There's no telling. But hang around, watch my stupidity. Hey everybody. Got the lights all mounted real nice and neat. You ever hire a contractor to do any work, or maybe work with a customer in some kind of service line that tells you, hey, we're gonna go down this road, and when we reach the Y in the road, we're gonna go to the right. That's what we did right there. I got all this done. I think it looks pretty good. We got to the Y in the road right here. Buddy says, let's go to the left. And I'm sure there's several of you out there that looked at that and said, boy, that looked good Frenched. Well, guess what? Yeah. And now they're all nice and done. I thought I was done. No. Conversation. Sending pictures. Texting him. Sending pictures. Said, hey, they're done. They're in. He says, Joey, what do you think they look like Frenched? I knew right then and there which way I was going. I do agree that they would probably look better Frenched in. But he didn't tell me that from the get-go. So guess what we're fixing to do? We're gonna French some tail lights in. So while I get all my stuff together and ready, just stick with me for a minute, and we'll start getting this done. So hang loose. Okay, here's where we're at. You can see it's got a rubber grommet isolator, whatever you, gasket, whatever you want to call it, around the lights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to draw a line around these lights where they're mounted. Then I'm going to take this panel off and I'm going to try and cut that metal out where I drew that line around. That way I keep my base where the lights mount. And then I'm going to make some surrounds to go around this for the light to fit in. And I'm going to have to try and figure out, that's probably about, maybe maybe 3/8 of an inch deep. So I'm going to try and figure out how deep don't know what you guys think. I think I want the light lens to probably be flush with the panel. And I'll be completely honest, I've never French lights before. So this will be a new experience for me. I know the principles behind it. I know what I got to do. Depth is going to be the only deciding or mitigating factor that I need to figure out. But I think I can draw my line around here and cut a little slit in the line and use my little saw to cut that piece of metal out. That's what I got my fingers crossed, and I'm hoping. Since everything's centered up and ready to go, then I can cut it out and I can use that for the plate on the inside. And now all I got to do is make the surround piece to set it back in there. So here we go. So hopefully this works out like I'm hoping. I have my fingers crossed that this is going to work like I want and won't be too difficult of a job to do, because I got some other stuff to this thing that I want to do. To get some more progress on it, because I'd really like to get this car about ready to go to its home where it belongs as soon as I can. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the lights off. I think I'm going to see if maybe I can cut those while it's mounted. Maybe I won't have to take that panel off. Maybe I can cut that out while it's mounted. So I'm going to pull the lights out. I'm going to put you on some fast forward time warp and get the lights out, cut that out. So stick with me just a minute. Yeah, that was about as fun as going to the dentist. I gotta clean up some edges. Alright. Well, put the piece that I cut out on the back. It's pretty much right there. I might have a little gap to fill because I wasn't real consistent. And like I said, cutting those out was about as much fun as going to the dentist office. But looking at it, when I make the pockets, trying to figure out how deep you think that ought to be. That right there, the lens is poking out just a touch. If I make the lens flush, it's going to be in about that much. So I don't know. Let me measure that. Hang on. Well, that's a lot deeper than I thought. That's almost a full inch. So let me mock up one of these, because 1 inch, I don't know how that's going to look that deep. I feel like that lens ought to stick out just a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to mock up a couple of pieces and try and figure that out real quick. I'm gonna go cut a 1 inch strip, because all I'm gonna do is a strip that I'm gonna bend around here, and I'm going to tack it to the back plate, and then when I stick it in here, it should be right at the edge of this, and I can tack it in there. So let me go make that plate up. Let me go make that piece up. So hang on just a second. I cut a piece of sheet metal and I cut a strip off of it. This is 1 inch. So now what I need to do is form it around this piece right here. See if I can get that done. Put my other glove on before I cut myself, like I normally do. Clean that up just a little bit. I measured around this was 11.5 inches. So that's what I cut. I cut a 1 inch wide piece, 11.5 inches. I need to clean my bench up too. It's kind of a mess. Clean that up a little bit. What I need to do is to start at the top up here. Tack that in. Tack started up there. To get my welding machine. that'll be perfect. I was thinking there's going to be a gap, but it needs to be a gap so that it'll drain. Need to let that cool off. Let's just tack together. I could cut all that loose if I need to, because this is the 1 inch thick. So let me let this cool off. I'm gonna put the light back in it, and we're gonna see what it looks like in there. So stand by. Okay, I got the light mounted in here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it. Come on, I got to pop in there a second. Come on. There we go. All right. So what do you think about that? It can come out. That would put it about where the lens is even with the, yeah, I can move it back and forth. I kind of like it at that 1 inch depth. That puts it right on the money right there. Weld that in. Let's think about that. Think that'd be okay? I think I'm gonna roll with it with that 1 inch depth. That's what I think. I'll shoot a picture to my buddy, see if he makes another change. And we'll see what's happening. So give me a minute. Okay. After consulting with my buddy, he says he loves it. I think he actually said that that looked awesome. So fingers crossed there's not another change on this. So and there's probably not gonna be, because once I get all this welded in, the only way to change it is to redo this completely, and I ain't doing it. Just so everybody knows that. So what I'm gonna do, the plan right now is I'm gonna make 3 more of these, fit them in like I have this one. I'm gonna tack them in place on the outside, and then I think I'm gonna and I may weld them all the way in on the outside, I'm not sure, but then I'm gonna pull the panel off and weld them from the back side. That way I can grind these down completely smooth again, and there'll be plenty of weld there that's not going to move or anything. The other thing I got thinking about, these lights are sealed and all that kind of stuff. I was talking about this little gap down here for a drain. I didn't like the way it looked. It looks horrible, by the way. So I'm going to weld that gap up and just have it smooth. And they're sealed. A little bit of water, if there's some water that stays in there for any reason, it's not going to hurt anything. So I don't think he's going to be driving it in the rain, and other than washing it or something, I don't think he's going to worry about too much water in there. So and I don't think it'd be an issue if water stayed in there anyway. So that's the plan. Make 3 more of these, get them fitted, tack them in, pull this off, weld it from the back side, grind it down smooth, and be finished. So that's where I'm headed. Stick around. Okay, guys and gals, I guess, if there's some out there watching me, I don't know. why any lovely ladies would be watching this old ugly guy do this crap. What I done, I brought the lights up here, brought my pieces up here. I cut my 3 other strips to go around. I'm gonna check them real quick and see, make sure they're all 1 inch, because that's what that other one was. And I'll have to trim, make adjustments for these. I know this one's a little off right there. Right there on the end. Good on that one now. Let's check this one. Yeah, it's a little big on that end too. One of these days, right there. One of these days, I'm gonna be able to buy me a stomp shear or something where I can cut straight lines, because I ain't good at cutting a straight line. Okay, that looks more better. All right. Let's go ahead and stick this back in here. I'm gonna do it the same way I did the other one, so maybe I keep my consistency going. Oh wait, I need to trim these off too because they got some rough edges. Okay, there's one. I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me make the other two, so when I get the other two done, I'll come back. Stick with me. Okay, I got them all 4 made. Here they are, and I numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4 to go along with the back there. So what I'm gonna do now is on the centers, I made a mark on each edge because I have, and I'll show you in just a second, because I have my center line marked over there. So I can line these up so the lights, when they bolt in here, they'll fit correctly. So I'm going to clearance these holes just a little bit more, and then we're going to go over there and tack them in place. So hang on just a second. All right, see if I can get these lined up. If you look, you see my line across here. This is where my center line was when I mounted the lights. So I made some little marks in here straight on the center line. So now the trick is going to be getting these lined up. If I can do that with my gloves on and off. Let's see. Helps turn the welder on though. Got a few gaps to fill. Get a tack more too. Okay, 2. All right, there it is tacked in. Now, I'm gonna pull the panel off, take it to the table, finish welding this in, and then I'll have to grind it down. Then we'll hang it back up on here and mount the lights in it, or mount the lights in it, then hang it back up, whatever. So, stick with me while I move this over. Well, after 2 hours of welding and grinding, here's what we got. Does that look okay? It's my first time to French in anything, so they're there. I got to finish sanding around all the stuff. I got to sand all around that and get it ready to prime. So that's the next thing for the Model A, is I got to pull all this back apart now. I got to pull the fenders off, got to sand all that, get it ready to go into some epoxy primer, and then I got to work on the brakes while I got the fenders off. So for this one, hey, I think this is going to be about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for coming back. Shocked you guys come back, but I really appreciate it. Hit that like button so I'll know if you like these. Hit that subscribe and comment. I've gotten a lot of great comments from people. I appreciate every comment. I try and answer every comment. So if I for some reason missed a comment that anybody made out there, I'm sorry, but I really do try and reply back to all the comments that are made. So, and so many of you guys are making great comments. I really do appreciate it, and I really thank everybody for watching and coming back supporting my channel. So until until next time, this is gonna be it on this video. Like I said, next time I'll be getting the fenders off, priming the stuff up, and getting ready to do the brakes. So and then I also got to get back on the Buick and do the other side, the other quarter panel. So I'll be back on it too here pretty soon. But I'm gonna do maybe 1 or 2 more videos on the 31, and then I'll be back over on the Buick. So thank you guys so much again, and you know, like I always say, keep your head up. Don't look down on yourself. Yeah, don't look down on yourself. Don't look down on others. Get out there and work on these old rides. Hey, I can't wait to get back on my 56. But these are vehicles I have got to get out for friends of mine. So you know, so get out there and work on those old rides. Get out there, save a part of history. So until the next time, see ya.